Hello, Gnarly. Let's do something fun in this video. So KATSEYE just finished their promotion of their latest track, Gnarly, in Korea, starting on Thursday, and then it lasted until Sunday. What you're watching right now is a tweet by a Korean fan. KATSEYE 이번 한국 음방 너무 좋았습니다. 또 만나요. Gnarly. KATSEYE, the Korean music show performances were so good. See you again. Gnarly. So, in this video, I'm gonna show you some Korean comments written on the videos for their performances that they pulled off in Korea. Some of the most liked Korean comments. And then if I have counted correctly, there are so officially 4 performances. On May 1st, they did a Mnet M Countdown performance, Gnarly clean version. And then on May 2nd, KBS Music Bank performance. And there were two videos for this performance. One uploaded on KBS World TV channel and one uploaded on KBS Kpop channel. And on May 3rd, they performed at MBC Music Core, 음악 중심, show 음악 중심. And on May 4th, they performed at SBS 인기 가요. And there are 2 additional videos that they made. One, Studio Chum original video. Wow, 3.5 million views. That's incredible. And then M2, Gnarly relay dance performance. Okay, so let me show you some of the Korean comments written under them. And after that, I'm going to show you some Korean music critics, bloggers, reactions to the song. Okay? All right, so starting with this one, M Countdown, Mnet, where they performed Gnarly clean version on May 1st. 1.8 million views, 7,428 comments. 오늘 처음 알게 되고 지금 몇 번을 리플레이하는 건지 알 수 없다. 계속 보고 있다. 타 그룹 보려고 M카 보다가 여기 임팩트가 너무 강해서 또 보러 옴. 너무 멋짐. 노래에 대한 호불호를 떠나서 현재 가장 흥미로운 그룹인 건 변함없을 듯. 다들 실력이 엄청 좋아졌네요. 히히. Just found this today and I've already lost count of how many times I've replayed it. I can't stop watching. I was watching M Countdown for another group, but the stage hit so hard I had to come back and watch it again. Seriously amazing. Regardless of whether you like the song or not, I think they're still the most interesting group right now. Everyone's skills have improved a lot. Haha. So right from the get-go, you can see that the reactions are very positive. And here's a spoiler. Overall, the general reactions in Korea are quite, incredibly positive. All right, let's move on to KATSEYE Music Bank performance video uploaded on KBS World TV, 1 million views. 2,610 comments. 숨 참고 봤다. 무대 왜 이렇게 잘하냐? 안무 딱딱 맞고 저 춤 추면서 라이브 잘하고 표현력 봐라. 진짜 한마디로 무대를 끝내주게 잘한다. 얼마나 노력했을까? 응원해주고 싶다. I literally held my breath watching. How are they this good on stage? The choreography is tight. They're singing live while dancing like that, and their expressions are on point. In one word, they own the stage. You can tell how much work went into this. I just want to cheer them on. And then here's the video, same performance uploaded on KBS Kpop channel. 394K views, 884 comments. 실제로 가서 봤는데 라이브도 잘하고 다들 키도 길쭉길쭉해서 무대 보는 맛이 있었음. 진짜 잘함. 개 충격이네. K-팝에서 이런 바이브 낼 수 있는 그룹은 얘들이 독보적이다. I saw them live in person and not only were they great vocally, but they're all tall too. Made the stage so fun to watch. Seriously good. I'm honestly shocked. There's no other group in K-pop right now that can pull off this kind of vibe. They're in a league of their own. 데뷔 1년도 안 됐는데 생 라이브로 무대 찢어버리네. KATSEYE 한국 팬들 많은 거 너무 좋다. 나도 요즘 걸그룹 중에 얘네가 제일 관심 가고 마음 가. They haven't even been out for a year and they're already killing it live on stage. I love that KATSEYE has so many Korean fans. Lately, out of all the girl groups, they're the ones I'm most into and drawn to. Yeah, so that was what I was kind of surprised by. when I love that KATSEYE has so many Korean fans. So if you watch their performances, during the chorus, especially when they go, "I'm legit." So in Korean, in the original version, they say "I'm the shit," but in the clean version, they say "I'm legit," right? And then that's when all the Korean fans repeat after them, right? Or do the doubling take. "I'm legit," and the shout, the yelling, the screams were so loud, very satisfyingly loud. I loved it, and I'm saying this because the last time they were back in Korea with Touch promotion, I was actually at one of their performances, right? But at the time, most of the fans who showed up were international fans who reside in Korea or came over to Korea to see them. And as I talked with them, the international fans that I met, then I learned that it was also like that in other performances as well at other music show programs. It was mostly foreign fans, but now I think the situation has changed a little. They are gaining Korean fans, so that's an interesting fact. I like that. Let's move on. 숨소리 들리는 라이브 진짜 너무 좋다. 캣사이 본인들도 너무 신나 보이고 짜릿해 보인다. 얼마나 스트레스 팍팍 풀릴까. 힘들긴 하겠지만 아드레날린 뿜뿜 뿌져 나오네. 너무 멋져. 좋은 의미로 정말 신선하고 충격적인 무대다. 덜덜 와 최고였음. 카테고리를 걸그룹, K팝으로 묻는 게 맞다면 살면서 본 무대 중에 제일 임팩트가 컸다. 앞에 본 무대들 기억이 안 날 정도의. 와우. You can hear their breathing. It's live. Wow, it's just so good. The KATSEYE members themselves look like they're having the time of their lives. You can feel the adrenaline. It must be exhausting, but it looks so thrilling and cathartic. They're amazing. Yeah, so what I felt watching them perform is that they must have been so tired of like performing Touch for like 20 years now. That's a joke, right? I mean, that's a great song, but you know how artists can get sick and tired of performing the same song over and over again, right? And especially for KATSEYE, it's just that single song that they've been performing over several months. And this song is very different from Touch. So I'm pretty sure they're glad to have more songs as they're part of their discography that they can perform at music shows now. In the best way possible, this stage was shocking and completely fresh. Wow, it was incredible. If you're grouping this under girl groups or K-pop, then honestly, it's the most impactful stage I have ever seen. I can't even remember the ones that came before it, meaning the performances that came before KATSEYE stage during Music Bank that day. So, very nice. All right, this one is from MBC Show Music Core, where they performed on May 3rd. I like that Yoon Chae's facial expression as a thumbnail. Was it? Million? Okay, about 1 million views, 2,528 comments. 이래서 실력이 중요함. 보는 재미가 있어 어설프지도 않고 개핫함. 이런 그룹 처음이야. 솔직히 아직도 나에게 컬처 쇼크 느낌임. 나쁜 의미가 아니라 지은이은 신선한 느낌이랄까? 본진 아닌데 이렇게 모든 음방 무대 다 챙겨본 적 처음임. 6명 전부 다 무슨 액션 영화에 나오는 지리는 여주 같냐. This is why skill matters. They're fun to watch, they don't feel awkward on stage, and they've got that bold, fresh energy. Never seen a group like this before. Honestly, that still feel like a culture shock to me. Not in a bad way, maybe more like something totally new. I'm not even a fan, but I ended up watching all of their music show performances. That's never happened before. Ooh, okay. All 6 of them look like they walked straight out of an action movie. And in fact, in the original comment, they said they feel like crazy, like positive way, crazy insane female protagonist from an action movie. So, very nice. This is SBS 인기가요 stage, performed on May 4th. Since this is the newest one, it has least views, 184k views, 858 comments. 아니, 지금 이렇게 핫한데 활동 끝이라고? 한 주 더 활동해야 하는 거 아님? 이번 곡 선택 정말 똑똑하게 한 듯 사람들한테 제대로 캣사이를 각인시킴. 이 곡으로 캣사이의 앞으로에 대한 활동이 정말 기대된다. 현존 8 중에 무대 제일 잘하는 팀이라고 자부할 수 있음. 수준이 진짜 다름. 키키키. 나도 모르게 유튜브에 계속 캣사이를 검색하고 있음. 너무 강렬했다. 요즘 인기가 어마어마하더군요. 가장 핫한 그룹인 듯. Wait, they're this hot right now and the promotion's already ending? Shouldn't they keep going at least another week? Whoever chose this comeback timing was seriously smart. This song really made people notice KATSEYE. I'm honestly so excited for what they'll do next. Out of all the girl groups right now, I can confidently say they're the best on stage. The level is just different, lol. I keep finding myself searching for KATSEYE on YouTube without even realizing it. They hit so hard. Their popularity right now is insane. It feels like they're the hottest groups out there. Nice. And then that was the music shows that they did at major Korean broadcasts. And here's a Studio Chum original video. 3.5 million views, 8,871 comments. That's a very amazing thumbnail with Daniela. And in fact, Korean fans have noticed Daniela a lot. I mean, generally they're saying all 6 members are incredible. But for like Gnarly, a lot of them are complimenting Daniela's like skills with dancing and especially her facial expressions and energy. Alright, 웬만한 남들보다 힘 좋아 보임. 무대 진짜 맛있게 잘한다. 아이돌 춤에서 이렇게 신체를 100% 활용한다고 해야 하나? 그런 춤을 처음 봄. 몸이랑 얼굴 근육 하나하나 활용하는 느낌이라 레알 신기하다. 개 멋있음. They look stronger than most boy groups. LOL. Their stage presence is seriously insane. So that's a very positive comment, meaning their like strength during the performance is so amazing that in fact they're comparing to boy groups. Have I ever seen idol choreography that uses the body this completely? It feels like they're using every muscle and feature, face, body, everything like a weapon, in a good way, right? Like a weapon and an instrument. It's fascinating and seriously cool. All right, moving on to KATSEYE relay dance for Gnarly. 512k views, 1,210 comments. 솔직히 노래 난해한데 멤버들이 무대를 너무 잘해서 납득시켜버림. 크크크크. 나 얘네 좋아하는 듯. 소피아 너무 예쁘고 다니엘라 트월킹 미쳤고. 크크크크. 인종 다르고 피부색 다른데도 조화롭고 너무 이쁨. Honestly, the song's a bit out there, but the members performed it so well, they totally sold it. Pretty sure I'm starting to like them. Sophia is insanely pretty, and Daniela's twerking was wild, lol. They all have different ethnicities and skin tones, but they look so cohesive and beautiful together. 아니 서로 파트하는데 왜 하나도 안 어색해? 진짜 천재만재 무대 장인이다. 6명 다 멋있어. 천천히 팬 돼가는 중. 방금 넷플릭스 다큐까지 보고 드림 아카데미 말한 거죠? 아니 팝스타 아카데미. 항상 보던 뼈만 보이는 여덟 보다가 운동으로 탄탄하게 만든 몸 보니까 진짜 멋있다. 차원이 다르구나. They take turns singing parts of other members, but not a single one of them feels out of place. They're seriously once-in-a-generation stage geniuses. All 6 of them are insanely cool. I think I'm slowly becoming a fan. Just watched the Netflix documentary too, lol. Referring to the Pop Star Academy. Yeah. I'm used to idols who just look skinny, but these girls have bodies built strong from actual training. Seriously cool. The difference shows. So, yeah. Generally, it seems like Korean fans, Korean audience are blown away by their wonderful performances. And actually, they deserve such praises. Like, the stage presence and the choreography and their energy are just insane. So I absolutely love them. All right, so let's talk about next some Korean bloggers reviews. This one was written on May 2nd by a blogger named Taedong, and this guy goes through like US music albums released recently, and they go through like recent albums on a weekly basis. And then one of them was KATSEYE, gave it 4 stars, and said this: HYBE label's multinational girl group KATSEYE has just dropped a new track. Their song, Touch, released last year, went viral and spread by word of mouth, building solid momentum. So naturally, I was curious to see what direction they would take next. And what did they come out with? Definitely not another dreamy Disney princess-style track like Touch. Out of nowhere, they hit us with an intense hyperpop banger. And I'm not talking about something loosely inspired. They went full raw hyperpop, no filter. At first, I thought, oh, are they trying to ride the wave of Brat's success last year? But it's nothing like Charlie XCX or AJ Cook. Instead, it leans much more toward Dorian Electra's Fanfare or 100 Gecs, 10,000 Gecs vibe. It's refreshing to hear a K-pop girl group take on pure hyperpop like this, and it's not even painfully noisy. So it's actually great to work out to. I've basically been looping it non-stop lately. That said, the international reception, which this kind of track was probably aimed at, has been pretty cold. The lyrics are getting slammed for being cringe-level childish. If you check the music video comments, people are basically calling out the lyricists to come forward. But the performance video on the Studio Chum channel turned out really well, so there's definitely a split in opinions. Some backlash, but also growing appreciation. So 2 things. 1, yeah, the reaction turned really positive after people saw their performances, right, live performances. And secondly, as I have briefly discussed in my analysis video, I still believe. In fact, the more I, is this it? No, this is not it. The more I, listen to the track, the more I believe that the lyrics, even the childish nonsense lyrics, were written like that on purpose. I will briefly talk about that again at the end of this video. So that was this reviewer's blog, this blogger reviewer's post, and then this one is also an interesting one. The title is How to Laugh Between Cringe and Weird, KATSEYE Gnarly, written by a blogger named ZUE on May 2nd. Hyperpop and disturbing cuteness. KATSEYE Gnarly puts the over-the-top aesthetics of hyperpop front and center. From the start, hyperpop has always been a genre built on post-sincerity. Think extreme autotune, hyper-compressed sounds, and genre-defining structure. It's not meant to be taken too seriously, but rather consumed viscerally. With that in mind, the overly childish lyrics of Gnarly feels less like a flaw and more like a deliberate part of the concept. Sure, some international fans have called the song too childish or straight up cringe, but that reaction actually plays into hyperpop's intentionally jarring vibe, disturbingly cute or cutely grotesque. The track dances right along that line. Performance. Perception of Gnarly shifted dramatically after the performance video was released. Okay, actually this post talks about it directly. On stage, KATSEYE overwhelms the cheesy lyrics with sheer intensity. Their expressiveness, precision, and insane vocals completely reframe the track. Daniela especially takes center stage this time. There's this energy that feels like, it's okay if you don't love me, but you will look at me at least once. And KATSEYE is becoming a group that knows how to play with that kind of emotion. Teenage gore aesthetic. The Gnarly music video is weird. If you were expecting a typical pop visual, prepare to be thrown off. And if you've been thrown off by the music video, come check out my analysis video that I uploaded a couple days ago. Sticky sandwiches, extreme zoom-ins, slippery camera work, and sharp, jarring edits. It doesn't feel like an exaggeration to call it grotesque. This is straight up substance-level gore. On the surface, it looks like a high teen aesthetic, but underneath, there's blood flowing. Not literal blood, but you get this uneasy, sticky feeling, like you're constantly stepping in something. Maybe it's a twisted rebellion against the forced cheerfulness expected of idols. In that sense, Gnarly hits on something oddly relevant and current. The cringe is calculated. KATSEYE takes intentionally childish language and spins it into a self-centered narrative, but it's a well-crafted narcissism. Today's pop isn't about being mature, it's about being emotionally extreme. Immature lyrics spread fast. They go viral precisely because they're provocative. So calling this song strategically written wouldn't be wrong. The prelude to something bigger. Gnarly is a pre-release track. If this much chaos, immaturity, and weirdness is just the intro, then the upcoming title track might be even more intense. This song feels like a test. How far can KATSEYE stretch their world building before something breaks? In that sense, the current noise surrounding Gnarly is not just intentional, it's effective. Very interesting review. So thanks to these bloggers for writing these interesting reviews on the track. All right, so last but not least, I believe currently, there's no in between with KATSEYE's new, newest track that we've been talking about, Gnarly. You either love it, hate it, or stand frozen somewhere in between. Unsure if you just watched a music video or listened to a song or an experimental glitch performance piece. And I still think that's kind of the point, And after watching fan reactions, reading comment sections, and scanning through, retweets on X and other social media on every platform, one thing has become very clear. People fall into 4 categories when it comes to Gnarly. You either get it and like it, or get it and don't like it, or don't get it and don't like it, or you don't get it and like it. So first category, you get it and like it, and saying this is genius and I love it. These are the people who saw, the music video and listened to the track and immediately thought, oh, this is performance art. And to them, Gnarly is meticulous. It's noise as commentary. They get that the childish lyrics are part of the act, and they're not here for polish. They're here for provocation. And to them, this is KATSEYE's best work yet. Second category, you get it and don't like it, saying I respect it but not my taste. These listeners aren't here to hate. In fact, many of them appreciate the risk KATSEYE is taking. They recognize the hyperpop elements, the aesthetic overload, the chaotic editing. They just don't enjoy it. Think of them as the people who understand abstract art but wouldn't hang it in their living room. They're staying out of the debates, quietly clicking skip, but not mad about it. And I actually respect these people. It's same thing as me not watching some comedy programs, even though I know what they're doing with their satires and stuff, but I just don't watch them because I don't enjoy them. I know their point, the direction they're taking, but I don't enjoy them. So, I respect these types of opinions expressed by people. Now, the third category, they don't get it and they don't like it. Saying this is just noise and cringe, saying what did I just watch? These are the people who don't get what KATSEYE is doing currently and aren't interested in finding out. To them, Gnarly feels like chaos for the sake of chaos. The structure makes no sense, the lyrics sound like they were thrown together as a joke, and the visuals just scream like, I don't know, desperate to go viral. But beneath that confusion is something else, maybe comparison. They're measuring KATSEYE against their own favorite groups. And because Gnarly doesn't play by the rules that they're used to, they write it off as trash. Okay? And fourth category, these are the accidental addicts. They don't get it, but they like it. Saying no no clue what's going on, but it slaps. This might be the funniest group to watch in real time. Like they click out of curiosity, maybe because of I don't know, shorts or TikTok or viral thumbnail, and then somewhere between, the I don't know, at some point something clicks. And at first, they're just trying to make sense of it. It's weird, a little unsettling, definitely not standard, and yet something keeps pulling them back. They're confused, but they're also replaying it. And this group, I feel like after reading all the Korean comments, includes Korean viewers who might have clicked out of curiosity but now find themselves going, why am I still thinking about this performance? They didn't expect to like it, but somehow Gnarly slipped past their filters and set up camp. Now, actually, I think there's one more category, one more group, which is the haters, the insecure haters who feel threatened by the success of KATSEYE and they just hating, saying, why are they blown up? This isn't real music. And they believe that people are not supposed to like the track. And these aren't just confused or uninterested listeners. They are bothered. They're not trying to understand Gnarly because the very idea of KATSEYE gaining traction feels threatening. And trust me, I have read some comments that sound like it. Again, I really respect those people who simply don't like the track because they don't like it. But some comments kind of feel like they're seriously worried about KATSEYE getting bigger, And yeah, they're hating not because the music is bad, but because it's not what they're used to and it's working for a lot of people. So they start comparing also to their bias groups, to legacy idols, to what good K-pop is supposed to be. And when KATSEYE doesn't fit that mold, they don't critique, they just reject. And they start to dismiss KATSEYE as manufactured or forced or trying too hard. But I believe that beneath all that criticism is an unspoken fear. What if this group is actually connecting with people in a way their favorites aren't? So they're not just hating the music, they're hating the idea that something that's different might be winning. So, I don't know. Where do you fall? I believe that the brilliance and the chaos of Gnarly lies in its ability to split the room, so to say. And maybe even, split your own brain while you're listening to it. It's experimental, abrasive, and entirely unbothered by what you think. So, whether that makes you lean in or feel distracted, that's the whole point, I think. So let me know what you feel about, what you think about Korean people's reactions and your current opinions of the track and music video. I've read comments that people wrote under my analysis video. It seems like, again, people's reactions, for many of them, people's reactions changed after they watched them perform. The M Countdown stage has changed everything. This song essentially is for the very people criticizing it and the girls, which I think is brilliant. In just 48 hours, they've already got so many people talking about this song and them. I love the satire and symbolism of this song video. It's a middle finger to expectations. It's obnoxious and over the top, and I love it. This song feels like a satire of K-pop, and I love it. I saw someone on Twitter saying, if this was in Korean, you will eat this shit up. And someone replied, yeah, but it's in English, so it sucks. It literally flew over many people's heads that it's satire, and it's done deliberately to say KATSEYE is not K-pop. Interesting. And maybe that's the reason why so many Korean listeners are loving it. And also, this track and the music video reminded me of this funny video that I watched like a couple months ago. It was uploaded 2 months ago. And it's titled Every K-Pop Song featuring Kevin Wu, and I think he was a member from UKISS. And it goes something like, so it makes fun of like K-pop songs. And the lyrics go something like, the first guy starts with nasally rap. He's the hottest one and has got the best abs. 지금 한국말이야. I'm speaking in Korean. Some onomatopoeia. Brah, brah, brah. Then someone goes, skirt. Then it's the guy with the low voice. Say some nursery rhymes. My boy's like, twinkle, twinkle, little star. 3 little piggies go to market. Then all the dudes yell the pre-chorus they're talking about at the same time. Turn it up, it's showtime. A line about a gun. We've never seen a gun. Then we whisper a random food like pizza. Yeah, so it's basically a satire directed at K-pop songs. Hence the title, every K-pop song. And to me, Gnarly kind of felt like that for some reason, you know. So that was something that I wanted to share in this video as well. And thanks for all the comments that you have written under the video. And once again, I respect your feelings and your perspectives about the song, and it's okay to not like it, and it's okay to not get it. But I will say this to those who feel threatened by, I don't know, the growing success of KATSEYE, and hence those who are trying so hard to prevent their success or their growth from happening, and hence trying so hard to write hate comments, well, good luck with that. All right, with that, I'll wrap it up. Feel free to communicate by writing comments, and let's stay positive, respectful, and classy. Thank you. Peace and love. Bye-bye.